Hello and welcome back. Yes, we're excited. It's that night. It's the night of the Champions League first leg.
Semi-final.
Semis. Bring on them semi-trucks. That's what we're going to do to PSG tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Right, I'm going to take that away from the air. Don't say that. Don't say that. All right, it's going to be an all right match. Stevie, how you doing? Are we excited before the match tonight? How are we feeling? Fidgety.
I'm very nervous.
Yes, and fidgety, and I love it.
That's the only answer I can give you at this moment in time. I am nervous, should I say the least.
Yes. I'm guessing you're not watching any of the build-up to
Don't like to.
No, same. I don't. Yeah, I've got wrestling on in the background. I'm trying to get myself hyped up for the match. So.
I don't know what it is. It kind of makes me more nervous. I don't know about yourself. When at the build-up, all the pundits start talking about it, and I just think, oh, really? They kind of talk you out of us winning, and I just want to go with my gut feeling, and we'll talk about it. And I want to go with my gut feeling just before kick off as such. But yeah, nervous, but we'll get into it. And anything else you want to add over the weekend, or other than we won't talk about the Scousers?
No, I mean the thing is, it happened finally, so it officially happened.
It was out of our misery, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it was the last pod where we discussed. We were like, Arteta saying over my dead body and all that stuff. So. Yes, fine. It's dead now. Let's just move on from it. And one thing I do want to say though, that I've read a lot of comments and videos on this, where they still are not appreciating Liverpool's Premier League win. Because it's almost like, because of all this stuff that's gone against us and whatnot, PGMOL, and obviously, it hasn't been the most competitive Premier League at the top of the table, which in fairness it hasn't really. The top 4 or 5 have switched so many times. It's only been us in Liverpool, but I don't really care for that, to be honest. Like we said before, they did the job throughout the whole season. They managed to keep players fit. Like we didn't. Do you know what I mean? So we can't be like, oh well, screw them because they kept the players fit. No, it was just clever management of the squad. And unfortunately, that's just what we didn't have. We came off the back of the Euros and obviously having an excellent season. Everyone was knackered, and guess what happened? They all got injured. So I'm pretty sure apart from Saliba, touch wood, and David Raya, I think everyone else got injured, right? I've had some sort of injury this season.
Skelly probably.
Skelly, okay, yeah. Skelly obviously he's the result of injury, basically. That's he is the guy that came in, but everyone else has pretty much been through some sort of injury in the last calendar year. So I don't really do you know what I mean? I don't really care so much about they didn't deserve it. They did, because they stuck it out to the very end. They didn't neglect it. They fought out on all fronts. They were close with the cups and whatnot, but they in terms of the Premier League, they had it done. That's it. I can't be mad at that. If anything, that's something that we should replicate for next season in terms of, like I said, squad management. Not just like, we got Saka, let's just throw him in. All right, great. But then 3 months or 2 months that he was off, they really hurt us. And it's hurting us right now because he hasn't become good in the Premier League still.
No, I think, you make a great point there. And we have to hold our hands up and applaud them, because they've done it. They've done it with 4 games to go. And it could be something that we're going to look at next season, because when you think about it, this season we were favourites, and I knew we weren't going to win it, but maybe next season, because we probably won't be favourites, it might work in our favour. You never know, do you? But yeah, I think with the pundits and that saying about they're not really celebrating Liverpool's success, that could be partly down to the factors that we're still in the Champions League. I don't know, and that might be kind of way off the answer. But I was thinking about this on the way home, and I thought, they've won the league, but everyone's kind of knew they were going to win the league for
absolutely
once.
Yeah. For a long time, at least since the end of December, right?
It's an anticlimax, really, isn't it? Yeah. To be fair, I think that's the issue. And yet we're still in the Champions League, and I think that could now inspire us to potentially win it. Potentially.
Yeah, absolutely, and. Oh God, it's just the weekend and last weekend as well, and our performances. It really hurts. It really, really hurts to to think back that we literally are dependent on the next 2, maximum 3 games of the season to make it, to decide whether it's going to be success or not. And like I said to you before, I don't like that. I do not want to be defined by 1 or 2 matches in the season. And that's the awful part about it. Yeah, we're getting all this, we're getting memes of Arsenal bottling and stuff. And again, by the way, just so we're clear on that, we didn't bottle shit because we didn't have anything. Like this season, we had nothing. Last season, you can make a case for it, but this season, there's no way we bottled anything. We just didn't even show up to the factory.
Even last season, to be fair, even last season we didn't bottle it. City was just better. We won 14 out of 16. So we didn't bottle it, did we? We did our best.
We did our best. Yeah, we didn't.
This week we were unlucky with. We were not going to go over all the reasons.
No. We've already we've already done that. But yeah, today basically this podcast, it's going to be definitely a lot shorter than the rest of them. It's just for us to get our nerves. And I'm doing this choo choo thing going on. I don't know what's going on here. I'll just put some sound effects, shall I? Choo choo, all that stuff. But no, we're doing. We're trying to get our nerves out the way and just discuss this openly.
Shake them out.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to listen to pundits. We'll do our own punditry and on Amazon Prime. No, okay, we're gonna get sued for that actually, so let's not do that.
Delete.
But delete that. So we don't need the punditry, but yeah, that's the whole reason this podcast, this particular episode exists, because we just want to see what actual chance we stand against PSG. And I know I made them sound like prime Barca. Do you know what I mean? Because they are definitely not that. They are definitely not that. So, maybe it's because of the stage that we're at, and again, the league season that we've had, it's kind of hard to imagine us just going that extra step. But again, that's more of like, if you're a cynic sort of thing, if you're cynical about it, then yeah, fair enough, that's the way you look at it. But I don't really want to look at it that way, because we've come so far now. I just refuse to believe we're in the semi-finals and Arteta's going to be like, whatever. I refuse to believe that, and I refuse to believe that the players, the capacity, the mental capacity, I refuse to believe that they will just give up in the next 2 matches. I just don't see it. So in a way, I've got this very, very small slither of...
Oh, no, please.
Yeah, slice of pie. No, that's what I was going with this.
I don't like your slight slithers of pie and the inclination that we might. I want you to be kind of, we're going to get hammered.
Wait. I'm talking strictly about this match. I'm not talking about the full 180 minutes. I'm talking specifically about this match, because Parc des Princes next season, or Parc des Princes, whatever the fuck it is, next week, that should obviously that's going to be, that's where everything matters. I get that, but I'm talking about this match at home. Do you think we'll be able to recreate the atmosphere that we had against Real?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. I mean, obviously, it's a lot warmer than what it was when we played Real Madrid a couple of weeks ago.
Maybe that favors PSG, by the way, that it's warmer. Maybe it doesn't help Arsenal. I don't know. We don't like warmth.
It depends how many Brazilians are in their team,
Okay, that's all about it. I mean,
but no, I'm not sure really. I don't know whether you want to get sort of straight into predictions and stuff like that, but with regards to how I feel, how the players will feel, I think Arteta doesn't really have to motivate them. I think he's already said that they're chomping at the bit, which you'd understand really. My worry is that the occasion might get the better of them, because they know what they did with Real Madrid. PSG are going to be completely different.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be such an even game, but not as open as Madrid. But then again, we didn't score till the second half, did we, against Madrid? It was quite.
There were 2 free kicks. There were 2 free kicks, by the way, that opened the game really. So it wasn't even from open play, to be honest. I mean, even though we had chances against Madrid, but yeah, you're right. It's with PSG, it's going to be team versus team. It's not going to be team versus some individual players. So yeah, you're absolutely right. I definitely agree with you on that one.
I'm kind of concerned that it will be a bit because I mean I watched the highlights of the first match we played against them. They had a few chances. I know we had a few chances and we did win 2-0. Havertz got the goal with a header and things, and Saka got the other one, I think, didn't he? I'm just concerned that they're in a much better place than what they were before Christmas.
They've gone upwards trajectory, haven't they, really? Whereas we've sort of kind of stagnated in a way.
Yeah, we haven't got worse.
No. The draws speak for themselves, by the way. Like, we haven't got worse. We're just literally stagnated. We cannot go any further.
Yeah. So, I'm worried, to be fair. I normally have quite good gut feelings on the game, and I'm worried. I know the players will be up for it. I just don't want the likes of Skelly to kind of go overboard, try too hard.
Yeah.
I think the rest, I know because he's young and he's great, don't get me wrong, when the pressure's not on him, I think he's fantastic. But when the pressure's on him, I'm just concerned for Skelly. I'm obviously concerned we haven't got a party.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up, by the way. But yeah, you're up. Oh, God, I don't even want to think. No, don't even want to think.
No, but again, it might work in our favour that he's placed for the second leg because it's, we kind of hopefully will be better in the second leg if he is fit. That my issue is if he plays against Bournemouth and
oh my God, Steve. No, my God. Right, we're not even putting this podcast out until after the Bournemouth game.
Yeah, so nerves, massive. I'm hoping Skelly does hold his nerve and his temper. I hope he doesn't get caught by Dembele because that'll be it. Doué, Barcola, Vitinha, they've got, who's that other one? The Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia, yeah.
Kvaratskhelia. Now, he's either going to be...
if he's on form...
Ronaldo, or he's going to be...
Vinicius Junior, basically.
Well, if he's on form, I think we might struggle because he's awesome, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's very good.
But don't forget Timber on that side. He's he's been so okay. Quick run through the team. Obviously, Ryan goal, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, and then Lewis. Jakub, my boy, my Polish Gabriel, my Polish Gabriel, and Lewis Skelly on the left. Or are we thinking Lewis Skelly in the midfield? Because now, who do we play instead of Partey? And the team lineup is not out yet, by the way. It's out in 10 minutes. So if we do this right, this is a prediction.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. So that's a tricky one, isn't it? Because Calafiori's injured.
Yeah. There was talks that he could make some sort of appearance, but I just don't really see that at all, to be honest.
It'd be a massive surprise.
Oh yeah, huge surprise.
Zinchenko is probably fit.
Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Good old Ziddy. I think he's probably going to play Marino in midfield. I think
and
Trossard, and Skelly.
Okay.
I like Martinelli.
Okay, that I can like. I like that. Well, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. I can live with it, I guess. You know what I mean? Because we have no other choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. I mean, the fact that he mentions Zinchenko there, it's something that if he puts Zinchenko on, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of tie over. It's tie over. Both games, by the way, because they'll slap us here, and then there's no way we're fucking coming back. But again, all right. I like the team. It's like you said, apart from Partey picks itself, and there was never any debate to that. But obviously, Partey missing just creates a little bit more complication into who does what role, because they're all the same players. They do that sort of role, but who's going to do it best? And Marino is probably the better option in the midfield in that Partey role.
Yes.
How much has he played there this season? Realistically,
he might put Rice at the back. He might,
and then put Marino in the Rice role.
Yes.
I mean, how effective is that? Okay, all right. If we're going to do this right, we're going to do this all night because we can pick faults and everything. Yeah. Okay, let's not. No. Okay, I like the team. Let's end it there. I like
it is
the
what
team.
it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. So it's gonna. I'm just glad that in terms of the back line, Kivior aside, because there's a caveat to Kivior really. Look at that. There's a caveat to Kivior really where, he has been good for a few matches, but then, you compare it to other matches. So the back line, especially the wingers, I like that. Because the fullback, because they are good defenders,
very good,
and very relentless. Obviously, Lewis Skelly's got his moments, but let's just hope that doesn't happen. Saliba in the centre for Ousmane Dembele against Ousmane Dembele. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Kivior, again, it depends how many he gets around him. If he gets two like Barcola and Kvaratskhelia or Dembele in there going up against him, then it's going to be a struggle. But anyway, I like to think that our fullbacks and the one centre back at least have enough knowledge and experience to to keep those guys quiet. And and just a quick point, by the way, that you said, Arteta motivating the team. I'm sorry, but if the team need motivating at this stage,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they won't need motivating. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He'll have obviously discussed it with them, and I think in his press conference he was saying that they're kind of chomping at the bit. You don't really need to motivate him on a game like this.
No.
He's just tactically. He have to obviously earn his 7 million or 15 million a year.
So we'll make a move to the left. All right, thank you. That's my paycheck for this month. Thank you very much. But yeah, okay, all right, yeah. So I mean, team-wise, it is what it is, and again, I just hope Partey doesn't pick up an injury between now and next week's tie. And actually, before we do go a bit further with the men's team, the women's team did the remontada. You know what I mean? They actually brought it back. Slapped Leon.
Hello, I can't hear you.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I'm going to mention
team. I can't.
I'm going to mention it. We have been excellent. So no, you're going, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they did the remontada. And the week before, when we played Real Madrid, they did exactly the same, as in face Real, beat them, and so on. So it's exciting. And by the way, I know you're going to disregard this, and by the way, if both men and women's team win the Champions League final, that is first time in history that's ever happened. Just saying. I'm just saying that's just a fact. By the way, that's not a prediction.
If Arsenal win it, it's the first time in history. Forget about the bints.
No, I can't do it.
Let's move on.
No, I mean, yes, let's move on from the women's team for sure. But yeah, I do enjoy the women's football, to be honest. And it's not like I watch it every weekend like I do the men's team. But when Arsenal play, I watch it. It's free on TV. It's football. International break. I'm not watching international matches. I'm telling you that right now. So it's not happening. But yeah. So that's a cool little fact if it happens. But yeah, of course, over and above else, it will be the first time we win it. Yeah. So and have you been reading much around the sort of the matchup and historical?
I was trying to find obviously any kind of coincidences about obviously the last time we were in a final, who won the Division 1, who won the championship, this, that and the other. I read something about Enrique saying that the Premiership isn't the best league in the world when you think of we beat this, we beat that. But hang on a minute, how many teams in the French league can actually win the League One?
The League
one team, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
One team in the last 20 years, kind of thing.
One team scattered every 7 years with another team, and that's it.
Yeah. So he's talking utter shite there. He's trying to big his team up. We're going to be ready for it,
which is fine.
Yeah. He has to talk them up. It's a psychological game as well as on the pitches, Coincidences, obviously, it was 2009, wasn't it? The last time we were in the semis, and we got beat by Man United. Ronaldo we got beat at home, didn't we? 3-1 or something, 4-1. We won
that year, didn't they? They faced Man U in the final, didn't they?
Yes, yeah. And hammered them, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yeah. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun to watch that.
But yeah, as opposed to obviously Henry, he was the last one that got us to the final, and when we beat Real Madrid in 2006, was it?
Yeah, 2006. Yeah.
But 2009 was the last time in the semis. Other than that, I mean, that's what's 15 years ago, isn't it? It's a long time.
A long time ago. There was the Cup Winners' Cup in '94, I think. We faced PSG and we beat them in the final. That was the last time? I think that was it?
I thought it was Naeem when he scored that goal. He beat Seaman from about 3 mile away with the big long lob. That was the Cup Winners' Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, was that 94? Or was that 90? Because we were in the final in 95 as well, but we lost the final in 95, whereas in 94, obviously, we won that. But I'm not honestly, I'm not 100% sure what the Cup Winners' Cup was. Was it like the winners of the FA Cup versus...
It was something totally gay and not worth mentioning.
But it was more interesting that was the last time we sort of faced PSG in any final, if you will. But yeah, I mean, obviously we don't have the richest European history, which is yeah, we can say that and feel bad about it for sure. But yeah, it honestly, Steve, it should be an interesting game. I mean, they're attacking again. We said this about Real Madrid as well, but the fact that PSG will play as a team, their attack is just, it is a bit frightening.
It is. I mean, I was looking. No, sorry, go on.
Go. Sorry, finish it. Go for it.
Yeah, I was looking at the team, and obviously you've got Dembele on the right. You have Kvaratskhelia on the left.
Yeah.
And you have potentially Barcola, who he'll either play or he won't play. And other than that, you've got Doué, who's a potential sub, and you've got, who else have you got up front? That's it, isn't it? And you've got obviously a great midfield, Vitinha. I can't remember any other players.
You've got Neves and Fabian Ruiz as well.
Yeah, I like Ruiz. Now, I would have thought I would have preferred him to Marino when we were looking at linked with players in the summer. Yeah. But he hasn't looked great for the last sort of two against the English teams. Vitinha I do like. I think he's a great player, but hopefully Rice will have him in his pocket.
I think so, yeah. I mean, the match against Aston Villa, you watch that and you think, right, we can definitely hurt these guys.
Yes.
Because if we're in that situation, there's no way they're coming back or scoring. There's just I don't see that happening, to be honest. All right, okay. Well, since we're here and it is past 7 o'clock, the lineups have been announced.
Have you got them?
And guess what? Shock and awe. Marino in midfield, Trossard up front. So shock and awe.
Can I just lick my finger?
Yes, I'm glad that you said finger, by the way. Because people can't see it. They cannot see you. So, And for PSG, Kvaratskhelia left, Dembele and Doué on the right.
How's Doué playing?
Yeah, Doué's playing. Ooh. And Barcola's on the bench. So, again... Nice. And Hakimi as well. Let's not forget about Hakimi. He's a dangerous player, very dangerous player. So
very fast.
I think it's an even matchup, to be honest with you. Apart from if we had Partey, then it would be 100%. It probably would be a little bit better in terms of on paper. Yeah. But I feel like it is a good matchup. Kvaratskhelia, yes, he had a great season with Napoli. He's had a good season with PSG, but is he much better than Martinelli? Like realistically, he's not much. He's better. Yeah, let's not make no mistake about it. But he's not that much better. He's not like a Vinicius or a Martinelli. That's a big jump between quality of players. Whereas with Kvaratskhelia, yes, he's very good, and I would love to have him on the team. By the way,
yeah.
Dembele, you got Saka. I mean, but there's no comparison there. I don't think. I think Saka is just a lot better than Dembele is. And then Doué, first season is it? First full season with PSG. He's been a good player, but would I say he's better than Trossard? Like from what we've seen in terms of what he brings to the team? No, I don't think so. So again, in terms of the front line, I think we are definitely, at the very least, evenly matched. So it should be. I can't call it, and I don't want to bring the previous game that we had against PSG in the Champions League this season. I don't want to bring that into question because that was, like you said, a totally different PSG team. They had absolutely no confidence. They had no identity. So, and that's the sort of overwhelming, worrying feeling. That it's like, well, have they just, mentally overtaken us and they're just going to go out there without no feelings? I don't know. Yeah. That's scary.
I mean, the potentially they could be peaking at the right time as such. We might have peaked, a couple of months ago. I don't know, but
we peaked against Real, and then right.
But now we could be 11. Who knows? But I mean, I am concerned about their front four. I mean, you're saying Kvaratskhelia is just as equally as good as Martinelli. I think he's far better than Martinelli personally. Doué, he's in my opinion better than Trossard. That's just my opinion. And Dembele, potentially better than Saka. Saka's probably got a better finish product, whereas Dembele is probably a better winger, if you know what I mean. Like going attacking wing, he seems to beat more players, whereas Saka is kind of, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But their front three, I think, is better than ours. Midfield, I think we're better midfield and better defence. However, I do think Donnarumma is better than David below along the line, right? I know it's opinions. It's all personal opinions, isn't it? At the end of the day.
No, I'm just like I said. I mean, I'm going from like some of the stats, and in terms of stats, Trossard is doing a lot better than Due is. So I think that's quite important because again, Trossard is he's a veteran really of the game, and he plays in a very tough league. So that's why I would favour him over Due. Due has got that inexperience, you know. Like as much as I like Lewis Skelly, I do get worried when he's on the ball sometimes because, like, right, I don't know if your maturity is at that level yet where you can recognize good from bad sort of thing. But yeah, look, in terms of Martinelli and Kvaratskhelia, yes, I agree. Kvaratskhelia is better than Martinelli, but like I said, he's not like leagues above Martinelli, you know, to the point where you can, you know, compare him to a Ronaldo or some shit like that. Or a Robin, do you know what I mean? Like that would be scary. But no, I think he has been good. And again, for PSG this season, he's got 2 goals, 3 assists. I mean,
who's that?
Kvaratskhelia. So I don't know. Like,
I know the games we all love stats, but you know, we're both not a massive fan of stats.
No, of course, but it's, you know, sometimes you have to look at the product when it's especially when it's evenly matched, especially on paper. You look at the products and you think, right, okay, well, we have a little bit of an edge. Again, by the way, for people listening, I am nowhere like picking up little bits where I'm thinking that's why we're going to win. No, I'm just trying to go in it with a feeling of, right, we have got a very good chance to, at the very least, progress to the final. So, but yeah, obviously the match starts in about an hour as we are recording this, and we did want to keep it short. Stevie, do you want to give me a prediction? Or before that, by the way, do you want to add anything else for the match that you think should be or is interesting?
I think I'm hoping that Odegaard comes to the party tonight because I've been so disappointed with him for the last few months.
Was that pun intended, by the way? Odegaard comes to the party. Come on, bro.
I love it.
Yeah, he's not even playing. Come on, why are you trying to tease us like that?
Love it. But yeah, it is time that he gets his boots on, basically, and especially his shooting boots, because he is God for a long time. But yeah, Odegaard, Rice, Mourinho midfield. Trossard probably just playing as a false number 9, I would have thought.
Yeah.
I'm quite confident that Timber and Saliba will do okay. Kivior, Jacob and MLS, I've got my doubts, but I could be proved wrong. So it'll be Timber up against Kvaratskhelia, Warner, and Dembele up against Skelly, I would have thought. That's how I'm reading it.
Dembele, from what I've seen here, he's placed in centre forward, a striker, and Due on the right. So if that's the case, Lewis Skelly could have a good day.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, hopefully. I just think that. Go on.
I was going to say, if the wingers switch, which I have seen PSG do,
yes,
so that can be a bit like, okay. But then again, Timber's side, I'm not too worried because Saliba's there as well. But even like, you know, even though Saliba has cost us 2 goals in the last 2 matches, but you know, I'm just going to put that aside because, you know, let's forget about that. But yeah, so with the wingers, they will interchange, so that could also be something to keep an eye on as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm concerned about that. Obviously, Jacob and Skelly. But yeah, I'm also concerned about our keeper. I think Donnarumma's, far better.
I thought, our flapper is. He needs to calm himself down. Someone needs to clip his wings.
I just hope he's not playing like sort of left back or right back again. He just tends to float to the left a lot, doesn't he? He doesn't go as much to the right. I have noticed that sometimes when the camera pans to him, he's like not in the goal, and I'm thinking, where the fuck are you fucking idiot? Get back to the goal, because I can't bear another Mateta scenario. It'll kill me. Honest, it will. So yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping anyway that he's learned his lesson from that. But yeah, that's it really. I just hope that we pressure them as well as we did against Madrid. I want us to close down. I don't want to give them any space, because if you give, like you say, Kvaratskhelia, if you give him time, give him space.
If you're looking for me to correct that, I'm not doing it. It's Kvaratskhelia, yes.
Yeah, whatever he's called. But if we give Due, Dembele, and him on the left, Kvaratskhelia.
Just call him KK. Kvaratskhelia.
I just hope Skelly doesn't sort of bring people down just for the crack, because he does get tight and he does tend to hang on to people. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I'm sort of quietly confident we're going to potentially get a result.
Add some more words in there.
Yeah, so I'm potentially quietly confident that we potentially might get a result, but no, we'll get to the predictions then, because obviously we're conscious of the time. It's only a short one tonight.
Yes. Go on. Prediction, I'm going to go 2-1.
Pain. As
2-1.
Mr. T would say.
It will be painful because I'm thinking 2-1 at PSG.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I love it.
No, I am actually thinking that.
You could be right.
It's just, again, I'm just going from the weekend's match. I know that's a like recency bias. I know, I get it, but I just feel like we've got like 2 goals to concede. Do you know what I mean? We have that in us, and that's the worrying part. But anyway, that's what I'm going to go with, Stevie.
2-1 to PSG. Yeah, is that what you said? No, do you really feel that? Because I don't want you just to say it in the hope that you get it wrong, but do you feel that?
Okay, but you can't peek behind the magician's curtain. Do you know what I mean? No, in all honesty, I think we 2-1 to us, because I don't know, our defense I think will be the difference maker in this match, to be honest. Next week we'll talk about it next week, but I think for this match 2-1, we do have definitely 1 goal at least against us, so 2-1.
Do you know what? I just flashed up a 0-0. I don't know why.
Ooh, naughty man. Naughty man.
Very,
that's
very
even
naughty.
worse than 2-1 to PSG.
It's I just, for some reason, it just they're going to come with a plan, right?
Yeah,
we won't want to get beat. They're going to come with a plan.
Take it to Paris.
Take it to their place, and then obviously they can do the business over there. But saying that, we all know what happened with us when we went to Madrid. So my heart says that we can sneak it, but my head says like 0-0. You want a prediction, don't you?
Give me a prediction, and we'll bring it to an end.
Two-1 to us.
Wow. Okay, that's the first time we've ever agreed on a prediction, by the way.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah. 2-1 to them.
No, I'm going with my actual gut feeling. I was trying to do the whole reverse, the Uno reverse, But look. You know, it's never worked before. Any of our predictions have never worked before. So I'm hoping this.
I got the Madrid one right.
You did
by a goal. I did think we'd beat them, but I'm just not convinced. But I don't know whether it's because I've been listening to like the media and.
Oh God, don't! Yeah, I've avoided all of that, all social medias. I've avoided all posts and memes. I don't want to read it. Okay, fair enough.
The thing is, I'll just quickly finish. They've got Arsenal have got it in them to. Obviously, the disappointment against Palace on Wednesday. They've last week, wasn't it? Was it last Wednesday, Thursday? I can't remember.
Yeah, last Wednesday.
So they've got it in them now to put that right. I just don't want them to try too hard, but I also don't want them not to try and think, oh, look, we're going to take it easy, and then they come on to us. That could be a bad move. I'm scared of that.
Honestly, like I said earlier, I'd be very surprised if they came in with a very relaxed atmosphere, like relaxed sort of performance. There's just no way. I mean, if that's the case, by the way, then what the hell are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing? Like, the other teams come to win. What the? We're not just gonna chill back and be like, yeah, all right. We'll feel like we can attack now and again. No. We need full force, like 100%. And you're right. Sometimes watching Arsenal of different eras, you kind of. Yeah, we had that in us to be that team.
When you think of the Henry, when I looked at the team when we went to Madrid, and it was awesome. It was like Man City when they went and won it. Like when Man City won it, you kind of knew they were going to win it. Yeah, they were just blowing everyone away, weren't they? We can only play one way, and our one way is either with our 110% heart, 100% commitment, fitness, and the odd free kick, the odd penalty. That's the only thing that we can do. Yeah. Whereas PSG kind of have that flair in them where they can change gears.
Are we giving them too much credit? I don't know. Maybe we are, because again, it's not like they're winning a league. Like they're winning a league, like you said. No one is ever going to win. No one else is ever going to win. So, and again, their Champions League run or history isn't very rich either, or even if non-existent. So yeah, it's two teams that are trying to break the mold now for the next sort of generation of their fans. Who's going to make it there first? And if we, at the very least, if we beat PSG, they're not going to beat us to the punch. If we do ever lose a final or whatever. So again, these things will only come afterwards. But before we do leave, I do have one question. Do you think PSG would be afraid of us? Like, genuinely, like, again, from everything that you know about them this season, and we faced them, blah blah blah, do you think they'll come to the Emirates feeling a little bit frightened?
Yeah, because we've just beat Real Madrid over 2 legs. Not Real Madrid are second in their league. Is the Spanish league better than the French league? Possibly.
Maybe by 2 teams, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so although PSG knocked Liverpool out, they're top of our league, they won the league, they knocked Aston Villa out. Aston Villa aren't great, but
put up a fight though. Aston Villa put up a hell of a fight.
Yeah, but Aston Villa, have they got a better team than us on paper? Possibly, but
maybe, yeah. Squad wise, yeah, I would say so. But like in terms of first full 11, no, I don't think so.
You can look at it, so they're going to go into the mentality and think we got beat off these around about Christmas time, just before Christmas, and we're going to have to put that right. They might be looking at, they've got all these injuries, but in the back of their mind they might think, but they still beat us. It's a tricky one, isn't it? I think over at their place, I do think that we probably will get beat. So that's why it's imperative that we get some kind of win.
Absolutely.
Even if it's 1-0, 2-1, like you say, 3-2, as long as it's a win, I'm happy.
I agree, regardless. Because we can always, like you said, feel a lot more comfortable shutting up shop. Not to the point where parking the bus, because again, the last thing we need is more pressure from them and their speedsters. So, but yeah, look, it remains to be seen, and I'll try and get this podcast out like literally in the next 10-15 minutes before obviously the match starts. And
the final thing.
Yes, please. Yes.
It would be typical of us to get beat tonight and go to their place and win. Such is our season. Who knows? But we'll find out shortly.
The main thing is that we win. Doesn't matter. Winning's win. Dom Toretto, the famous Dom Toretto, the philosopher Dom Toretto, said that winning's winning. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Exactly. Fast and Furious, by the way. Dom Toretto, what's up? Yo, Dom, it's family. It's all about family. All right, no, we're going. Thank you so much for being here, and hopefully you enjoy the match, and hopefully it's a win. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Au revoir. Won't be saying au revoir. CC, yeah. All the French coming mob you.
Boo, French. Okay, we're probably going to lose because of that. All right, we're going. Bye-bye.
Au revoir.